Uh, thank you, Eric. First of all, my secret services told me that today is your birthday.
Oh, yes. Thank
So,
you very much.
I am very much aware of what's happening. No? So, congratulations for that. You have been surviving this difficult job you have. Thank you very much for it. Well, today the college meeting started with an oral update from Michel Barnier, the chief negotiator from the Commission side, for the future relationship with the United Kingdom and on the state of play of these negotiations. The College took note of the forthcoming second meeting will take place this Friday on the Joint Committee on the Implementation of the Withdrawal Agreement and of the high-level meeting between the European Union and the United Kingdom that will take place still this month. The College has also been discussing the measures taken by member states at internal borders in the context of the coronavirus crisis and the temporary restriction of non-essential travel to the EU area. As far as the internal borders are concerned, the College took note of the fact that several member states are in the process of lifting internal borders controls and considered that this process should be finalized in the course of this month of June. The lifting of temporary travel restrictions at external borders will come at the second stage. And in this respect, later this week, the College will adopt its assessment of travel restrictions and will put forward an approach for the gradual and partial lifting of these restrictions as of the 1st of July, with certain third countries taking into account a number of principles and criteria and based on a common coordinated approach by member states supported by the Commission. But after dealing with these two issues, the main discussion was focused on the joint communication on tackling COVID-19 disinformation.
Please.
I go to that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, it's clear that the coronavirus has had a massive and devastating impact on people around the world. It's not still over, and by the time being, it has taken over 400,000 lives globally. But this is not the only virus that is causing problems. The coronavirus pandemic has been accompanied by a massive infodemic. We have witnessed a wave of false and misleading information, hoaxes and conspiracy theories, as well as targeted influence operations by foreign actors. Some of this is aimed at harming the European Union and its member states, trying to undermine our democracies, the credibility of the European Union and of national authorities. What is more, disinformation in times of the coronavirus can kill. Misleading health information, consumer fraud, cybercrime or targeted disinformation campaigns by foreign actors pose several potential risks to our citizens, their health, to their trust in public institutions. We have, for example, seen disinformation saying that drinking bleach can cure coronavirus, or that washing hands does not help. It can also have a very direct material impact. Take the vandalism against 5G infrastructures in some member states. In front of all this, we need to take decisive actions and have a duty to our citizens to make them aware of false information, to expose the actors responsible for spreading it, and to step up our existing work to deal with this challenge. In today's technology-driven and competing world, the warriors wield keyboards rather than swords. Targeted influence operations and disinformation campaigns are a recognized weapon of a state and non-state actors. And that's why we have been working together from the External Action Service and with the Commission services led by my colleague and friend Vera. I'm sorry, I've always made the same mistake. Thank you, Vera. And we have been working together in this joint communication. We look at the lessons learned and key activities undertaken in response to the infodemic. We also outline concrete steps to be taken immediately to increase our capacity to deal with this information. We did, and the communication explains what we did and what we plan to do on the external front, on the external front. We have been working to counter misleading narrative with the strategic communications and public diplomacy in our neighborhood, the Western Balkans, and around the world, in Africa especially. This also involves coordination with the World Health Organization, an important cooperation, which will continue to expand. We supported regional governments in tackling the crisis, and we are taking actions to debunk disinformation that can further fuel tension in conflict areas, Sahel, Great Lakes, the Horn of Africa, the Middle East, and Latin America. The External Action Service has also stepped up efforts to address foreign influence operations, publishing regular reports analyzing the trends in disinformation and sharing findings with member states and with Commission members, with international partners, civil society, media, and expert communities. We have a EU rapid alert system that has proved to be a valuable tool to share information and analysis with the member states. Looking ahead, we will further enhance our action by stepping up concrete cooperation on strategic communication and public diplomacy. Public diplomacy is very important on that, with member states and international partners such as G7 and NATO, but also United Nations, OSCE, Council of Europe, and African Union. And we will empower our European Union delegations all over the world in this regard. We will intensify the exchange of information with relevant partners, and the European team, or Team Europe, a brand that we are using more and more, Team Europe, we foresee support for partners in tackling the impact of the pandemics, promoting the access to reliable information. Last but certainly not least, we will also enhance our work in monitoring the violations of press freedom and supporting advocacy for a safer media environment. Democracy is a system that is being fueled by information. Information is the raw material of democracy. If people don't have the right information, it's going to be difficult for them to make the right choices. Their choices has to be based on information of quality, fairness, and the trust about facts and figures. One thing is the facts, another thing is the opinions. Opinions are free, but facts are the facts. And we have to fight for the facts being the right ones, the true ones, in order to fuel a fair democratic system. Thank you.